Good afternoon, everyone. Wealth Creation Shows from where today, Jim? Where are you again?
Richard Branson's home in Necker Island. This is the crow's nest of it. This is the hot tub that sits up the top. This is where you get the hot tub and you just get on with it. Can I show you this view? Because this is going to blow you away. And it's like, wow.
Everybody will want to see this.
You see that okay?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, this is the crow's nest.
Right.
This is the whole island. So over there is the turbines.
It sounds
down the bottom.
Jim.
Yep.
The wind.
Go round, there's the vent dock. There's the beach house. The temp. Down the bottom, you've got the beach house. We'll end up there. We'll come along. We'll go around. Look at that pool. I'll get that pool later on this afternoon.
Yeah.
And then as we go round, we've got over there. So we've got Mosquito Island over here. This is where the people that own Home Bargains have built a house on Richard's Island. It was island across the water. Yeah, so Home Bargains obviously pays quite well. Just over there, that one there, Branson Beach.
Yeah.
He invited people to come in well in terms of getting the next island, bought it for 10 million.
Mm-hmm.
So this is it here. Let me just walk down and I'll show you. I'll take you a wee tour through there. You don't want to see my face really. Let's come down here. Just to sit. Here's where breakfast is served in the morning. Everybody's getting ready.
So, that's it, Jim. Connection was breaking up a wee bit, but it's to be expected.
Yeah, it will come and go. So here's the table for dining. This is the great hall. Where everybody starts off.
Is there a lot of others there on the island at the same time?
There's only about 20 of us for the whole island. You've got the whole island to yourself, and everybody's at your beck and call.
Mm-hmm.
For everything you want. As we go round, I'll take you down the pool actually.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
I could just stop and jump in that pool, So down the pool, work area over there if you want to sit and work, bar.
Yeah.
Beautiful pool with these views.
That's amazing.
And you just look right over to the British Virgin Islands as we go round.
Where exactly is Necker Island, Jim? I know obviously, but just for people watching, just to...
the British Virgin Islands in the Caribbean. There's your hot tub over there. Plenty of hot tubs all the way around the place. And you saw one in the Crow's Nest, there's a hot tub up there. I'll be going in there later on. We'll be going...
up top,
We'll be going out. So, just let me keep going. Everything's free here, by the way. It's all included. You can have anything you want, and we'll go and get it for you. Clear.
Hopefully it'll connect back just in a second.
Views. This is where we're living just now, in the great house. Right off the back, and then you've got the views across to the front here. There's the yoga mats. And here, as we come round, there's that pool over there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the main dock. That's where all the people come in and work. They live over at Virgin Gorge. It's more practical for them to the school, to get to the school on the mainland than actually living than on Necker Island. Look at these crystal clear blue waters. It's obviously concertina doors that go along this area, or up there at the top. Then we'll go down to Turtle Beach. So another seating area. There's loads of seating areas all the way throughout here. All the way, look at that.
I suppose they're all positioned to enjoy the view for different angles, obviously, yeah.
Look at that beach.
Yeah.
We're going down there, by the way. Just come here. These are the quite poisonous. Wet. You're told not. The natural balance of the island. We go down. By the way, if you're thinking this is only, it's not for you, this, because you'll never make this. Anybody could do this. Anybody could get here. It's all a matter of just actually now the cycle time does no longer equals money. And we'll talk about that a wee bit. Another seating area over here.
Yeah.
This is Turtle Beach. Look, there's the Bally Lodges way in the background there. Oh, I could zoom in this. You can just see them. Obviously, no, it's not a hugely. Now, the good thing about this is broadband. You get it everywhere here, because Richard has to work on the island anywhere, so he made sure he's got the best broadband going. So it's super fast on Wi-Fi here.
Yeah, your picture's actually not too bad. It was breaking up a wee bit there, but obviously it's to be expected as you move around. That's quite.
I'm in the middle of an island.
Yeah, I know. We were talking off camera there, and we had to kind of stop ourselves because we were talking about things that obviously we want to discuss. William,
just let me take you down to Turtle Beach, and I'll sit for a wee while down here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we'll talk about that. So Turtle Beach, this is the trees here. If they get wet, it tells you there, caution, don't touch the tree, poisonous.
Ah, right, okay.
Well, I'll not do that because we're going round there anyway, and I'll show you. So Turtle Beach, this is where the turtles come to lay their eggs. A couple of seating areas in there. We're probably going to sit in there, actually. This is just one of the beaches. Appropriately named Necker Island. And it's all seating all the way throughout, so it's perfectly laid out for everybody. All the lights come on at night because they're all solar powered. You've got areas sectioned off for the turtles. And we take you down to this beach. It's one of the grounds people just looking after a place. And over there, so they put the sectioned off when the turtles lay, and that protects obviously your walkings. Still hear me okay?
Yeah, for me you're breaking up a wee bit, but I don't know whether it's just no, that's quite clear. That's a clear picture.
Okay, in there, that's in there. That's kind of your view.
That's amazing.
This is like a film set. You're on trampoline. You want another bar down here, and then we'll probably dine down here at some point in time as well. In a seating area, play chess as well. And that's obviously the gong, so when lunch is ready or dinner's ready, you just hit that. And you've got a pizza oven as we go all the way through. And we're looking for the turtles. Can I find the turtles? They're big, massive things, but you think this is big. It's like, wow, they've got leather backs as well.
Yeah, there'll be a fair size, I would imagine.
you know, with tree houses. This is all built for these children, really. This is ultimately just a playground. And it made sense, actually, to do it. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of these two.
Jeez, they're huge.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just that's the small turtles. You get leatherback ones which are twice that size, but they're out in the ocean because they can't sustain their weight. 70 years old, 50 odd year old.
That's amazing. They live to a good age, or they can do, obviously.
Hello, they love chin rubs. So obviously, I can't get in to see them, but we might see some on the way. But they love the underneath their chin getting rubbed. They're very sociable animals. In terms of what they're doing, let's flip the camera around. Just see if I can get my settings. If I disappear, I will come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the game. Hopefully that's it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
we're back.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's
okay. Cool. I tell you what. I wrote in the initial form, you know, if Richard's about and he fancies a wee bit of run, then by all means, you know, I know it's a slim to none chance of this happening. By all means, just I'd love to go on a run or a walk with him.
Yeah.
And then he spent all day yesterday with us.
That's amazing. Well, that's what we were talking about off camera, but we thought we'd keep that for and talk about it properly.
I'm out there first thing in the morning and it's like, let's go for a bike ride. He does a fly one. He goes, Jim, maybe just familiarise yourself with the car park. I'm way up the hill. It's like, you bampot. It's like, and I'm familiarising myself with the car park and getting the, you know, just getting my bearings because he advised me to. And then, where is he? It's like, he's away up the hill and round the corner. So, because he's very competitive, so that's obviously his way of doing that, getting a head start. But, oh, jeez, it was brutal, the bike hike. It was literally just a...
I was just going to say,
like that all the way.
Incline, uphill, yeah.
I've never been in an incline like that in my life. I just had to keep on granny gear, the lowest gear possible, all the way up. And most of the time I actually had to get off my bike and push. That's how lethal it was. Up to Hog Weed or whatever it was, which is on another island. So we actually went across in the boat. Most of you probably saw that on my social media feed yesterday. Yeah. So we had to go across another boat to get to there and go up this hill. So we did that, and I thought, yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. And it was like, right, Jim, get in the ice bath. Who's up for it? And I'm like, I'm up for it. Okay, let's go. So we're jumping in the ice bath. Richard's in first, I'm in next. And then after that, it was like, okay, what we're going to do now. It's like, okay, let's go out in the catamarans. So we're out in the catamarans racing around the island. We won, by the way. He took a fly one and tried to cross the reef and put everybody in danger. But, you know, that's because we were leading the way. But then he did say to me at the end, he said, was there a boy out there you're meant to go around? I went, yeah. There wasn't he? I went, yeah. And he went, oh, we lost him. I went, yeah, probably did, So I just said, yeah, there was, yeah. Because there was previously, but that was him trying to get one up on me. So instantly, and then, you know, lunch and dinner and all the rest of it, him and his wife Joan were there as well. So, you know, flipping heck, kind of surreal. And then bike hike, the bike hike is on Wednesday morning as well, so I'll probably do it again. It's a killer, but you know, it's good fun. It's good fun to be around someone like that. Yeah. You know, just to get that insight into how he acts, who he is as a person, how he treats other people, and you know, success leaves clues, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's like we were talking. We spoke last week a lot about like relationships and the people around you, and obviously to pick up any pointers or learn anything for somebody that's successful is obviously a bonus. And he does obviously sound very driven and kind of like you're saying, like, well, that's what we're going to do next. What we're going to do next. Not somebody that kind of just sits back and lets the world pass by, and that's a really important thing. And a lot of people fall foul to as well.
Absolutely. So quite surreal. So I was talking to one of the guys out of Cool in the gang. We were, you know, having a wee chat, and he went, "Oh, give me your, and we'll WhatsApp each other, and see when you're in Vegas, give me a shout, and I'll get you backstage." Really? It's like, wow. Because Cool in the gang were here during last week, and Kevin Costner and Michael Bolton and all that were here last week as well. We just missed them. because we arrived, I think, the next day, but he was still here, Mohammed. So we had a chat and everything, and we're just, just chatting overall, and it's like, we'll just share details and catch up when we're in Vegas, as this was a casual conversation. So it's a, I'm just this guy for leading. That's it, really. As far as I'm concerned.
That is where it would start. That would feel quite surreal when you're mixing. And a lot of celebrity and kind of high profile people visit Richard Island things as well. But if you're there in place with them, then they're just going to speak to you like they would anybody else. So yeah.
Back here again.
Yeah.
I'll maybe not go that way.
Yeah, just blipped out there for a second.
Okay, so we're at Flamingo.
Yeah.
The flamingos. Let me just flip the camera and let you see the flamingos. We might try and go up the hill to the turbines because it's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get settings. Flip the camera around. Right there. There you are.
So is this
Look at all these flamingos?
Is this on the internal of the island, or is that still the coast?
They go more pink the more shrimp they eat.
Mm-hmm.
And then what they do is they fly out. So interesting fact about flamingos is they can't take off from a standing start. They have to take a run at it like a plane and catch the air to go under their wings to lift them up to get them higher. Or they can't fly at all. So they can't just fly away from a standing start. So they just it's almost like they have to act like towards over there. Actually, I'll tell you where we'll go. Well, we'll go over there. Can we get up here? Let's have a wee talk again. I'll flip the camera around. I'll see if I can get something else for you. Because I did say I was going to take you to the elders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, we're back in the game. And I'll... You okay?
Yeah, you're back now.
Yeah, good.
It seems to be when you flip the camera sometimes, I think then it starts to...
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it happens. It happens, definitely. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Yeah, I'm going the right way. I was thinking to myself, I was looking over the other side and I was thinking, should I have gone that way? And it's like, oh, there is actually no path there. We must have come back up this way. So thank goodness for that, or I would have been away in a wild goose chase.
Mm-hmm.
A wild flamingo chase. Excuse the pun. I'm here all week, try the fish.
So where is it we're heading to? I missed that. Sorry, it's obviously, as you could appreciate, Jim's connection might not be that great as we head up towards the hill where we're heading. There you are. You're back.
Yeah.
So where are you taking us up to?
At the temple, yeah. I says we'll just talk and walk at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. No, I missed where we were actually going there. That's why I was asking again.
Yeah.
So your last couple of days have been a wee bit, as you say, a surreal experience. Is it somewhere you always pictured that you would end up, Jim, and kind of socialising with people like you have in the last couple of days?
Yeah, it's strange, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly enough, though, it's quite interesting because some of the people that are here and they just work normal jobs.
Yeah.
And it's quite interesting because as soon as I open my mouth and start to talk, everybody goes, "How do you know that?" I'm like, wait a minute. Do you not know this stuff? You're in the same place as me.
Uh-huh.
Surely you know how to break out the time and money equation. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
The lack of understanding, the lack of knowledge, and I think definitely it's probably just people broke at a different level. Morning. It's quite surprising where they all come from and what their backgrounds are, because the guy working in the morning, and I'll be honest, I don't need to work another day in my life if I don't want to. And yet these people all have to work still, and they're all on this island. And that's why I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, I've probably got something quite unique. We do here. We obviously, you know, and I keep saying it every single time, it's about teaching people how to break out the time and money equation, trading time for money, and create something like a passive income or a side hustle by what we teach is the financial freedom blueprint.
Yeah.
To actually allow them to have any success they want. But it's down to them and it's down to their efforts. It doesn't just happen overnight. And I was talking to some of the people here about what I do and how I do it. They were just like, it's just like their jaw was down at the ground, as if to, why have I not met you before? So needless to say, there's lots of business cards handed out, which I didn't expect to do, but I took them because I kind of thought, well, I'm even giving people relationship advice. and how to things like how to quit smoking and how to quit habits and how to, you know, all the things that we've taught in the Wealth Creation Show. And I'm thinking to myself, and success leaves clues as well, but I'm thinking these people are on this island. I know what they've paid to get here.
Yeah.
And then I think to myself what they do. And then I think to myself, God, they haven't understood what it is to do what we do, and to have that financial freedom and have that security and have that comfort at any single time they could, you know, their income is no longer dependent on their ability to perform.
Yeah, I was just going to say let's have a look at the difference then, because obviously you're on that island, they're on that island, they're both there, like you say, Jim. You know, you both know how much it costs to be there, but there's obviously a stark difference for what they do and what you do.
Yeah, some people are investment bankers. You know, investment. Yeah, somebody tried to phone me there. That's what threw off. Anyway, so you know, so these are people from high-profile positions, investment bankers. Some, you know, I've even got a fashion house designer here, and I'm probably going to get him on the Wealth Creation Show because he's got a fantastic story to tell about how they got there. In terms of they're collaborating with Beyonce's fashion head of fashion as well right now, and they've actually managed to poach him to work for their label. So you know that's the sort of circles you're going about in here.
Yeah.
But what I've noticed is the lack of understanding in financial knowledge, and the lack of understanding on just more or less common sense. It's quite apparent, and all these people have the same problems as us, you know, as man in the street.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't actually know how to handle it at all. If not every one of them don't know how to handle it at all, and they've only got there on sheer probably talent, and determination. But I have noticed that it's determination and talent. It does that. I mean, Lee is the one I was talking about the fashion house designer. God, he's had about 15 Lamborghinis. It's like, what? He says, and I bought my Ferrari, and he says, I just phoned him up and I says, I don't like it at all. He says, I'm going to have to hand it back. I can't abide with it. Okay. And he says, it's going to cost me 20,000 to hand it back. He says, I have to do it. So he's handed it back and got another Lamborghini. What? and so that's pretty apparent for me that there's something that they don't. There's a disconnect and it's just and if you can bridge that gap, then you could effectively set people free.
Yeah, because it's proper, like you say, it's proper financial planning and thought processes, and like you say, a big part of it is a lot of common sense. But people just need a lot of people just need guidance. I think that's a lot of people's problem is they need guidance, and a lot of people look for people to basically show them and guide them on what to do.
Still here?
Yeah, it's fine. I was talking while you were on, so.
Okay, so let me flip the camera around.
Okay.
This is the elders, the temple. I'll show you some things. This has got to be, this is, flipping heck, this is amazing being here. Just the thought about who was here before and what was discussed and all the world problems. This is the elders table.
Okay.
This is where Obama, Nelson Mandela, Desmond Tutu all sat and discussed world issues.
A lot of prolific people.
Yeah. See there. There's Desmond Tutu. And there's, obviously Nelson Mandela.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
so amazing when you think about it. And this is the temple. All the way throughout, and all these doors open. I'm going to give you the guided tour around the views. But we could spend time here as well. There's a bar and everything, so they're happy for us to come here. And the island's open to everybody that visits. So again, you've got one of these beautiful pools.
And I take it you've got the full access just to go basically near enough anyway.
Yeah, you've got full access. I was running past Richard's house this morning on his beach. Because I started climbing around the rocks and everything. You know what I'm like. Like, I'm not going that fast. I'll just go out there and see how I get on.
Yeah.
So this is the walk.
Mm-hmm.
As we see, beautiful views. There's Richard's house there.
Do you know, it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I mean, you look at it, and I've seen photos and things, and I did think it was a smaller island, but it's actually quite a big size.
Yeah, it's huge. There's the red dock. Took a photo of that the other night and posted it, and it was like, wow.
I've seen that, yeah.
The sunset was amazing.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And there's so you've got the lemurs and everything here as well. There's the lemurs down the bottom. We might actually appear down there if we've got time, all the lemurs. But the lemurs come to your house as well. Some of them are in cages, because if you let too many of them out at a time, they'll start fighting and become territorial.
Right.
But that's your views.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Breathtaking, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And that was
once you've seen that, it's like, how can you ever unsee it?
Yeah.
And once you've felt it, how can you ever unfeel that feeling? And that just motivates you to be even more successful in what you do. I think, and I definitely think that's probably what everybody should do. They should dream big.
Yeah, dream big.
You never know.
Have things that are proper drivers to keep you motivated.
Absolutely. There's a lot of geckos and there's a lot of lizards running about the island as well.
Yeah.
As we go round, maybe we see if we can go up the hill. So that's the temple. As we leave. Beautiful. Flip the camera around again, we'll have a wee chat until I get to a place of interest.
Yeah. I take there must be a Wi-Fi box or something in that temple, because you had near enough perfect.
Yeah, you're gonna get that every now and again.
Yeah,
it's fine. As we come round, we might not get up here on the hill. You never know. We'll see how we get on. Just because the signal might be lost. But we'll go around, we'll see if we can do it. Get up to the turbines, and I'll let you see the view from the other angle. So the Valley Lodges, there's one behind me here. You could have them separately, but to be honest, we wanted the grand house because everything was central. You have to come up from the Valley Lodge and then just go and drive in your car all the way up to the house to get your breakfast. You can get it delivered for you if you want. You could request everything, and the first thing I say is, "Can I get a Lamborghini Huracan?" And somebody says, well, we can't really get that on a boat, can we? And there's nowhere to drive it. That was only joking. When somebody says you could just request anything, it's like, okay, let's just test that theory.
Yeah, I mean, apart from maybe requests like a Lamborghini, but I'd imagine that any requests or wishes, they'll try and meet them as best they can. I think yeah. So you'll probably turn around and bring back, because I don't think his reception's going to be that great, whatever road he's walking up now. But he will join back in because he's got the link. But I'm sure anybody watching will agree that's quite an amazing walk round. And hopefully when he jumps back on in a second, we'll get a wee bit more of the tour. Thanks guys for joining in and commenting, Angela, Perry, Ronnie. Ronnie, I'll ask him about the island when he's come back on later if I've got time, just to get an answer to your question. Let's see if he's coming. Yeah, here he
back in. We're back. I thought that I went in a wee dip, and I thought I'm just going to keep walking till I get there because I'm determined to get up here.
That's fine. I was just taking the opportunity to thank the watchers, and people have jumped in with some comments just saying that it looks stunning and peaceful. And Ronnie was asking, he's like, was the island inhabited before Branson bought it?
No, it was in the early 1970s when he had Virgin Atlantic. Mm-hmm. He had a bit of money. He went to, he thought, typical, I've got a bit of money, where do I spend it?
Let's buy an island.
Then he started dream building. See what I mean? He started dream building. He started thinking, okay, let's go and look at some islands in the British Virgin Islands, because obviously British Virgin Islands. So he went in a helicopter and obviously contacted this agency, like, one of the big high-profile agencies that you get at that time. It sells islands. And he went to see it. And there's a wee lizard. You see it? Oh, you missed it.
I've just seen it. Anyway,
he went to see the island, and then the guy went, so what are you thinking? It's on at like 6 million. And he went, I'll give you 600,000 for it. And they laughed him off the face of the earth.
Uh-huh.
And a year later they came back to him and said, is that offer still on the table? Sorry? Yes, absolutely, it's still on the table. And they actually bought it, but it was on the condition he actually developed it. Uh-huh. He wasn't allowed to buy it and let it sit, do nothing. So if he hadn't started development and developed it within 2 years, the actual authorities would take the island back off him.
Right.
So that forced him into a position he had to do something with it. And hence the reason why it became his home and why it became Necker Island. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't anything to do other than they bought an island and they were forced into a position where they had to develop it or they wouldn't get to keep it. And because he was getting it for such low value, then it made absolute sense. I mean, when you think about it, 600,000 in 1970s is a lot of money. But when you think about it,
if you think about the time difference and when that was.
Well, when you think about it, he paid 10 million for Mosquito Island. And that wasn't even developed recently in the early 2000s, I think 2007 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Then what he did was he got, there's the lizard, so it's creeping about in the bushes. So he actually managed to buy it for that, and then obviously developed it, and then turned it into his home, and then eventually it became part of Virgin, and became Necker Island as a Virgin limited edition experience.
Yeah.
So you never know. He took the opportunity and he followed it through rather than actually. Here's a lesson straight away. Okay. Rather than actually making wild assumptions about what the other person is thinking, and deciding, oh well, it's not going to be possible to get this now. Yeah. You're that sort of mindset, and I think that's what happens in property as well. A lot of people don't understand. In property, it's kind of similar, where there's a lot of people out there that don't make offers on properties because they think it's the price offers over, and they think that's the price that everybody's wanting. And it's in their head, oh, well, they're asking for offers over. But I'll tell you, all my life, I've managed to get offers under. Most of the time. It's very, very rare I've ever paid over for anything. And it's because I've just gone in and used the same sort of similar model and thought to myself, well, what's the worst that could happen? No. Oh, I'm hurt. Somebody said no. Oh, dear.
I mean,
It's
The
like, I
worst
couldn't give
anybody
a
could ever
shit.
say is the word no, really.
Yeah,
But
I couldn't care less. This is actually quite a good one. I'll flip the camera around and show you what this is. This is the cactus. So, I'll show you what you can do with this. Camera. See that okay?
Yeah.
So these are cactus.
Mm-hmm.
And see these wee red bits? The fruit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Uh-huh.
See that?
Yeah.
I'm having that.
You can eat that.
Yeah, you can eat them. Great. It's like lychee.
I hope
But it's like when you're walking along and thinking to yourself, oh, I can't eat that. And it's, you know, the boy says, oh, you could eat that, no bother. You just take it out and munch away. So so now and again, what they do is they come up here and wait for them. There's lots of them around the island.
Yeah.
See, there's more there as well. So it's like, see, back home, it's like picking berries.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of just picking berries like back home. I can't get that one out. There's usually a wee bit of stem on it. The other ones aren't ripe yet. But there's loads of them all about the place. So you can basically come up here when it's in season, which is more or less all years. And you can pick them. It's like they've got a tail on them. See that?
Yeah.
They've got that wee tail coming out. I originally thought, God, is that an animal or something? When I first saw it. So this is where all the power is generated. No one lives on this side, but obviously because this is where the turbines are. This island's wholly self-sustainable.
So it's all solar and wind.
Yeah, absolutely. And I says, well, so do you have a generator for backup? And he went, yeah, we do, but we'll probably never ever use it because we've got loads and loads of solar, and then we've also got the wind turbines as well up here, and that helps us generate all the power necessary, all the facilities in this place. You can see when you go into certain rooms, after a period of time, they automatically switch off the lights.
Yeah.
You know, it's designed like that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go down. We'll go down. Oh, here, boy. So you see things creeping about here, and you think, oh, you get a fright out of life. It's like these prehistoric, you know, the wee iguanas, and there's one. See it?
No.
Just behind the bush, right there. Now watch.
Point to it.
It's running, obviously, because I'm here.
Are these cables for the turbines?
Yeah, that's the power cables for the turbines. There's Richard's house again over there. Let's get up to. We'll get you a view here.
You're holding a good picture in reception anyway, so.
Oh, there's a walkway. This must have been an original walkway up here for people. See, there's all these. See all this cactus.
Yeah.
There's another beautiful view. I was running along there. I ran up there and away around there, and I climbed across the rocks down at the bottom there. Ran along that beach at Richard's house, right along there at the Red Dock, and then all the way around this morning, back to the main house. Managed to get 4K in.
You've walked a fair distance even just on the show.
Yeah, I managed to get 4K in this morning. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Good.
I'll walk around a wee bit more. So the is it the lemurs? Yeah, the lemurs.
Lemurs, yeah, with the ringtail. Yeah, with the black.
Yeah, the ringtails. Yeah, they. I mean, I can't help thinking.
He'll come back. I think he's obviously just dropped out at that. Here he is.
Get down the bottom. Let me flip the camera and we'll talk while we're doing that. You know, you don't know what I see.
I lost you for a second.
You will, and you'll lose me in a wee while, but we'll get signal back once I get up the other end.
Yeah, that's fine.
So as I said, you know, this isn't unique to anybody. I keep looking about for fruit. It's like, ooh, I'm hungry. I quite fancy something. So I'm just looking about all these.
What you were saying there before you flipped the camera was you were talking, and it's true what you say about people make assumptions about and make decisions based on their assumptions of what they think the other person is expecting or the other person is thinking without actually even asking them or finding out the right answer. And sometimes like in property, lose out on a good opportunity to pick up a property at a certain price point. And do you know what I mean? So
it's not just property though. When you think about it, it's anything in life. It's negotiating anything. It's even going in to buy a, even as basic as going in to buy a television from the local shop.
Yeah.
And the fact that people dare not say things like, what could I, could you give me something off it, or could you throw something in? Because they see the sticker price and immediately say to themselves, it's like, oh, that's that's obviously what they're needing to pay. Now, me personally, I pay sticker price now. I don't negotiate, because I'm at that luxurious position. It's like I could afford to do that. But if you're in a position where you can't afford to do things like that, then start negotiating.
You need to negotiate.
All they could say is no. I went into Sports Direct one time and I says, I can get the Salomon online for 90 quid. And he went, well, you can't get these. And I went, but they're exactly the same model as the GX4s. And so why would you be charging 160 quid? He went, well, it's not. He says, because that colour is exclusive to us. That's how they do it. So it's exactly the same boot, but they get to charge that price, and then that's how they sneakily do their price. Their price guarantee. If you could find this anywhere else, we'll guarantee to get that price. But that colour is unique to them, so you can't find it anywhere else. So these are things you've got to watch out for. These things that other people do. Everything you do. Now we're going down this hill again, so I'll probably catch you on the other side. So talk amongst yourself if we do cut off, but we'll all come back.
Yeah, that's fine. Is this the bit where we lost you in the dip before?
Yeah. So how did I get here? If you can still hear me.
Yeah.
How did I get here? Well, it was a lifetime of just working towards it, I suppose. Just consistent disciplined behaviour. And it's funny because the rest of the people I was talking to last night said, I could see that, because we talked about habit stacking as well, and I was giving them all advice on how they should be habit stacking, because they're like, I'll not be able to fit that in, I'll not be able to do that, and I'll not be able to do this. And then I had to start actually giving them advice on how to habit stack and how to actually get more time out of the same time they've got. In other words, clearly when I go into the bath, I run the bath at the same time as I'm making my juice, so it's working at the same time zone. Then I actually get my juice, which is my cold pressed juice. I drink, but I put it at the side of the bath, I put the television on, and I watch Diary of a CEO at the same time as having a bath. So I've combined all these functions into one section at a time, whereas other people would actually separate that all out.
Yeah, and some people might think that, oh, well, just because you're juicing and running your bath at the same time, it's a very minimal amount of time. But think about how much that compounds up over time and gives you a lot of extra back. Do you know, maybe once off, it's not really going to mean much. But over time, it definitely gives you a lot of time back and makes the best use of a more productive use of your time. You've dropped out a wee bit anyway, but in case, I don't know if you can still hear me. But we did speak last week a lot about relationships and people around you, and we talk a lot about the five people you spend and associate most of your time with. And I was going to ask you this, like, what other things would you say were key in your journey and helping you achieving success? And I know we obviously talk about determination and drive and consistency, and we talked about habit stacking, but you've already kind of touched on that question. I wrote down a few questions in case we obviously needed to go through things. I knew you'd have a lot to talk about today, so obviously what about the island?
But what I'm truly amazed about is the fact that all these people in these high-profile positions actually have no idea about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and you think to yourself, if they understood how to leverage their position in terms of their time, because everything was all about time for me. It was never about the money. Yeah. The money was the solution to get my time back.
Yeah.
And that's how I looked at it. But for them, it's like they're still all trading time for money. They still all do that. They still all, and their money or their income is based on their ability to perform.
Yeah.
So they don't have anything else other than that.
Yeah. So at the minute they're not able to perform and do their job, then
Richard.
Their income's going to obviously reduce. That was good.
Morning, Richard.
Well, That was a good one, yeah. So I take it are you down near where his house is?
Yeah, he's probably going back home to his house.
Yeah.
So I'll flick the camera around actually, show you some of the.
Yeah, go on then.
You could hear the Corco in the background, more than likely.
Coco, yeah.
You hear that? So some of them are obviously enclosed for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the cockerels in here. You've got the actual the parrots are in here as well. They actually talk. Because I was walking past this morning and they went, "Hello." Oh, right, okay. And they only say hello when you walk away. It's a bit weird. So this is the lower section.
Mm-hmm.
As we go around, we'll be coming across the lemurs. I'll be here in a minute, actually. Now, some of them are in cages, as I said, because the reason for that is because they've got a lot of them. And what happens is if they let them all out the cage, it'll become a fight, like West Side Story. They'll start ganging up on each other
Like you
and
said,
creating merry havoc.
Yeah.
But there is some out out, and they wander about. So here we are, right here. There you go. Hello. Oh, it's breakfast time.
So what time is it there, Jim?
We're just 9:15. You're 4 hours in front of me.
Yeah.
There's the flamingos, the Ballyhigh, the Great Turtle Beach. We've been all there. Let's go down to the beach house. Here's what we do. Let's flip the camera around and out. Our panels, they're all in here. As you'll see, I'll show you them. See, there's rows and rows of them.
Yeah, well, that's solar panels, yeah.
Yeah. So there's rows and rows of them in here, embedded into the, just hidden in the landscape, but they're in the sun all the time, which is absolutely perfect. But that, as I said, it's completely self-sustaining. Their waters, they've got a desalination plant as well, so they take the water from the sea, and they desalinate it, take the salt out, they clean it up, and it's perfect to drink. It's perfectly good to drink. Now I'm wandering about here and just get my bearings. God, it's no easy to find out where you're going. I'm getting the hang of it though.
Yeah.
I'm getting the.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll join back in a second. He does.
I wonder what Richard Branson was listening to on his earphones. Or maybe just puts that in. There was somebody here that's like, trying to pitch to him, and I thought, God, you didn't come on to try and pitch to Richard Branson. It's like, really? Talking about hotels and stuff like that. It was quite interesting because after we were talking about, we've been talking about cancer drugs and stuff like that, Richard and I. And he's been taking a cancer drug for 20 years, an anti-cancer drug. And he says he swears by it. He says, you should try that, Jim.
That's interesting.
He actually says, I could maybe give you some letters to give my great-grandchildren when I'm gone, which was quite funny. So this is the beach house. Let me just, again, flip this round. We're going to finish off at the beach, actually. Here we go. Beach house.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. All the way here. Walk in. Again, you could see you've got your bar if you want it. You've got your hot tubs, your spas.
And this is open to anyone.
Yeah. It's, everybody can use all these different things. That's quite interesting. I wonder if I can get that in my suitcase. Take it home, cut it into pieces and reassemble it when you get home. So, beach house, yeah. As we're in. I'll maybe just make a quick exit. I've got a funny feeling I'm in Richard's house. I think I am.
Really?
Aye. I've just wandered in the house. Oh, genuinely, I have. Oops. Got the pictures of the kids and everything. Oh, dear. There's his tennis court. Oh, my God. He was there. What I'm showing everybody around. Oh, my God.
Well, I think we've lost
Yeah.
you. You know, there you go.
Aye. Oh, my. Do. Here. And then I saw the pictures of the kids and the grandkids, and I went, oh, dear. I've walked into his house. Yeah, I've taken a wrong turn because that's his tennis court. Good grief. Oh dear. They should have had a sign on it said, like, my God, I can't believe I just walked into his house. What the heck, thinking it was the beach house.
I just think it was quite nice.
I know. Like, that's what me saying I'm gonna have that and take that home with me. Like the people, everybody were upstairs shaking in their boots. Like somebody's coming in the house. Oh dear. That's so funny, eh? Anything can happen in the next hour.
Yeah,
It
I
just
know.
has.
Anything happens when you're live.
Aye, Jim just walked into Richard Branson's house and gave you a guided tour. Oh dear, homes of the billionaires.
There's
Maybe that could be a new.
There's
Maybe
a
that could be a.
pre-photo.
Yeah, maybe that could be a new blog. Homes of the billionaires. Oh dear. Yeah, so now we're going to the beach house, I think.
Right,
Got that
okay.
wrong. Spectacularly wrong. There's all right. Okay, pickleball. Here we go, Limas. Here we go. I like to move it,
Right.
move it. Here we go. There they are. There they are, all there.
Oh yeah, see them.
Yeah, see them all. So we've been in feeding them. So we've actually been in to feed them. They just jump on. They're very sociable animals. They're very cuddly. They don't like being touched. Obviously, you don't. Well, they do. They're okay. They're like a cat. You just don't touch their belly and the bits that you wouldn't touch on a cat, because they will bite. But apart from that, they love social interaction with humans. It's just the way they are. So some of them come up to the house and actually, just make an appearance and actually mooch in the morning for something to eat. But they're no finding or getting it. And then you're in the house with the lemurs, in that great room that you saw. And then also the tortoise and the wee tortoise and that are all walking about as well on the floor. So it's literally like a Dr. Dolittle place in terms of what it is and where it is. Tennis courts. If you're fancy a bit of tennis, there has been people playing tennis. This is where the Necker Cup was played. Yeah, we're actually going to the beach house now. So the Necker Cup was here last week. There was all these different. That's why Kevin Costner and all that were here. So it was all played in here. There's the lemurs. They're out. These ones. Ones that wander. Oh, sit down. Come on then. Come on.
It's quite big.
Come on. Yeah. They're like wee furry cats.
They look quite big.
So I said some are out and some are in. Somebody doing a guided tour for people. Hiya. They do guided tours for people that visit here just for just a day. They get a guided tour around the place. I think it's just another way to keep business going for the local people.
Yeah.
So they let them in to do guided. Because I was thinking, we were around the other day, and I was thinking, who's that on the mountain, where the turbines are? And then that's when the guide says to me that we allow people just to come over for the day and have a look around the island. They don't get anything at all, but they get to look round Ireland. There's a wee hermit crab. See it?
Yeah.
Just in it, and it's wee. There's loads of them about here. There's another one just in there. Just that one there.
Yes, yeah.
So the hermit crabs walk about as well, lizards. So it really is a bit of paradise.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, tennis courts down here. This is the beach house.
Mm-hmm. This is
Morning.
This is the right beach
No,
house.
listen. Aye. No, Richard's house. This is the beach house. So all the shoes are here for you to use, and the tennis rackets. Everything's here. There's tea and coffee all over the place. There's towels, everything. There's fridge with everything you want. There's a fully stocked bar in all these places, and all the way around. There's games all the way around. You know, there's loads of things. Richard now and again just gets a hoodie and goes, "Let's play a game of chess," which is again a bit surreal. It's like, yeah, let's play a game of chess with Richard. It's like, what? The beach then.
Yeah.
Still with me?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Volleyball court, there's the red dock. Richard's house along there. We know that now.
Yeah, I was supposed to say we know that.
From yesterday. You know, just learning how to do that. I've never done it, but I've been out doing it. We're going to go diving today. So what they've got, you know, on the James Bond films, they had these wee motorised, handheld scuba diving things. Yeah, it's like they've got them here as well. You can just take them anytime you want and just get on with it and enjoy yourself. So this is fully sessioned. This is all sessions about yoga, learning kite surf, windsurf, and all the different things. Now this is the croc table. So you've got this beautiful place you can sleep here just during the day. You've got that wonderful view. Look at that.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then there's the ice bath where we all got in yesterday morning when we were going round.
That's pretty big for an ice bath. I thought it would be like a plunge pool thing.
Cool. But the thing is, it's like, no bother. I'm for Fife. It's like ice. You didn't get what ice is, pal. So that's it there.
Oh, right. What you meant that was that big one. Yeah.
So it was easy peasy. So let me see your croc table. So the kids come in here as well, and they get lessons in there. But you know, Elaine and I spent our time there sitting, and then we were out in the hobby boats, catamaran style things. Yesterday, racing round Ireland. I still think we won, Richard Branson. Just in case you're tuning in. Yes, we did win. No doubt about it. And then you've got hammocks, you can just relax anywhere you want. So croc table, quite interesting. So as we come over here, and this is one piece of wood for this whole table. See how it's all designed? That's it, it's like a crocodile.
Oh, right, that's what it's called. Right.
Yeah, just like that crocodile there. No, it's no real one.
Didn't think so.
Imagine just sliding in that hammock, looking out to that view, watching the world go by, just relaxing. So sparkling water's available. There's champagne everywhere. There's beer. There's alcohol. Lane's a bit worse for the wear after last night today. Hence the reason why she's no up. I'll just throw that in.
At least she's enjoyed herself.
Aye, well, it's not enjoying herself this morning, is she?
No, it won't be.
And this was quite interesting because the guy who came around went, yeah, there's a Hugh Hefner style pool. Eh? What?
Oh, like above the water.
Aye, why are you saying that? Aye, but that's the thing. It's like, why are you saying that? Is something going on in here that we don't know about? Is there something to come in the week that we don't know about?
Well, I think we all know what goes on behind the waterfall in Hugh Hefner's mansion.
You can go into restrooms all the way throughout as we walk through. You still with me?
Yeah, I lost you a wee bit, but we're back.
Yeah, perfect, good stuff. Walk round. That's just the restrooms. God, even the restrooms look impressive.
I know.
Like, let's have a wee look and I'll show you. Maybe give people a guided tour of my room at some point. But it's all the solid marble and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sinks and everything.
Tools and everything, yeah.
And the the wood that's going to last forever.
Definitely.
No, it goes off automatically.
All right, okay.
Yeah, because I tried to switch off as well, and it's like there is no switch off. It just goes off automatically.
Yeah.
And then on to the sports area. So this is water sports. Got your vests and everything in here.
So they're well equipped anyway.
Yeah. Surfing boards and stuff like that. And you walk out into here. Back with me?
Yeah, I'm back with you, yeah. Just.
Yeah, so.
That's a view. That's nice.
Yeah. Let me flip the camera back round and we could possibly finish off. I think that's maybe about time. So, what are you waiting for, everybody? You could be here. All you need to do is plug yourself into the Financial Freedom Blueprint that we teach all the time. And that's effectively what it is. It's a fast track of what I've done before myself. So those that can teach. That's probably the most important thing. And when we talk about investment and property investment, and people going about, what's my aim, what's my goal? Your goal is actually time. The whole point of this is all to get time. And effectively, a tongue in cheek, I say all the time, is become a time lord. You become an expert in actually generating enough wealth, which is passive, which doesn't rely on your ability to perform, which actually allows you to buy back your time and give you the choice to do what you want to do whenever you want to do it. And this is why we do the Wealth Creation Show. I mean, the Wealth Creation Show started out for my grandchildren, my children, my great-grandchildren all to come, because when I'm possibly no longer here. However, if I'm going to live to 150, I probably will be. So that's why we did it, and that's what it's all about. But we've started to pivot a wee bit and actually say, look, anybody else out there can actually do this. We get approached a lot of times with people with 100,000, 150,000, 70,000, 50,000, 20,000. What do I do with money? How can I do it? And I was talking to somebody last night about that as well, and they said, would I give it to you? And I'm like, no, you don't give it to us. We tell you what you should be buying, and we actually pinpoint you the property that you buy, and we actually manage it for you and provide the services for you. And ultimately, you've got full ownership. We've got nothing in it. And that's what you would want, because you retain everything because it's your money that's doing it. All we are doing is helping you generate that wealth and build that wealth as a result. And it's a natural byproduct of when you're getting paid, we're getting paid as well. And that's why the whole, whereas other people, other what I call gurus, they've probably never done this before and they've never achieved this in their life. And they're probably sitting watching this right now thinking to themselves, oh, I'd love to be there. And I'm thinking, and you're teaching people.
You're trying to teach people, yeah.
It's like, my God, you're teaching people and you don't have the capability to get here. What does that say about you? What does that say about what you're doing? That's no right at all, in fact, as far as I'm concerned. Only those that have done it can actually teach it. And it's not, this is as I said before, this is why we started to expand it out, because I've started to notice a lot of false information getting put out there. So this is ultimately why I've taken time just to do this show on Necker Island today, for that very reason. So it's all about touching base with you, Richard, at the end of this, and touching base with you. You'll guide them in the right direction. I'm always overseeing it anyway. We're always discussing things, and then we take them on from there on their journey. But remember, this is a get quick rich scheme. You know, it's not, and it's not something for nothing. It takes effort, and it's a medium to long-term investment. So it's another alternative to diversifying your income, making sure you've got actually something that isn't reliant on your ability to perform. What you do day to day will provide for your living. What you do outside of that will provide for your lifestyle. And what I did at the same time as working as a financial controller and financial director in the industry is I built a big portfolio at the same time alongside what I was doing. Now, I did a big slog for that. And a lot of people would, you'd never pay the price that I paid. I could guarantee anybody that. But you don't need to pay the price I paid, because I've now realised that all the things that I should have done, I've now actually been put into the financial freedom blueprint about what we should have done rather than what I did. So it's actually it will get you there a lot more effectively and a lot quicker and a lot less hassle, and a lot more stress free. That's ultimately it.
What I would agree with you there, Jim, obviously, and I know you do use it tongue in cheek about the Time Lord thing, but time is the most important element here that obviously gives you back and makes you more successful in what you do when you've got that complete management on time, and you're able to have something performing on your behalf while you do other things. And that is the really important factor in it. And like you said as well, Jim, it's not just about somebody. I mean, people have this willingness to take their life savings and just hand it to somebody, and that's not really what it's about. It's about finding the right people with the right expertise to help you use that money to then obviously leverage your current position. Now, whether that's us advising you on property investment or us pointing you in the right direction of somebody who, I mean, we're not mortgage advisors, so we've got good mortgage advisors, we've got good financial advisors. We're not, so we know the right people to point you in the right direction. And that's someday, if you have somebody that's claiming to know it all and trying to advise you how to do everything and taking all your life savings in one chunk and saying, I'll give me that and I'll make you rich. That's a
you better run for it. You better run for the hills if you hear that.
Definitely.
It's like, whoa, wait a minute, whoa, you're passing everything. It's a classic example as well. Is the people out there are absolutely stony broke are actually using other people's money and giving them a return for it. And I'm like, there's a lot of risk involved in that. I don't see that. I don't see that model as a very secure risk for anybody. I'm all about risk free. I've got no intention of taking any risks at all. Hence the reason why I don't take people's money and invest it in any funds that I've got, because I don't want to take personal responsibility for it. But I will make sure that it's all in their name, and they own it. It's their property. It's all we're doing is just generating income for them by letting it to someone, just like a normal lead agent does. It's just that we point people in the right direction, and often it gets conveyed as, well, you're just doing what every other letting agent does. And I'm like, okay, does every other letting agent actually sit on Necker Island?
No, definitely not.
No. Does every other letting agent just have a wee, hi, Richard, in the morning as he's passing? It's like, no. And I've just, the penny started to drop with me about, I'm in an exceptional position. I'm in a unique position, and I didn't actually realise that. It's almost like when Leona Lewis walks on the stage for the first time in X Factor and Belle would do a song and everybody, Simon Cowell went, holy shit. It's like, and she's going, but it's just me. And I've always thought like that anyway. And I don't think that'll ever change for me. So, it keeps me grounded. But I do begin to realise, especially with speaking to a lot of the people here and how they are and how much they paid to get here. And they've been here 3 or 4 times. And I'm thinking, you still haven't worked out how to break out the time money equation. Everything's still based on your ability to perform. You've got no guarantees or no side hustles in order to make sure that you're financially secure. You're just trading time for money.
Yeah.
So I think that's the most important point that comes out of this. It's get the right advice from the right people, and I'll be blatantly obvious and say that's us. I don't think anybody else could match the exceptional amount of knowledge and experience that I have personally on this.
Yeah, and I know between both you and I, it's that passion to actually help people and help them be successful and guide them in the right direction to who to speak to and what to do. And obviously, if you use us as that's a byproduct, and that's fine if you use us to for the lettings or whatever. And
listen, there's 91 other episodes on here that'll tell you how to all do it yourself.
I know.
Fill your boots, feel free. You can do it yourself, absolutely. But now I know in hindsight that what I've done, I could have got a far better acceleration in performance if I had actually worked out how to. But I just didn't have the right people at the time, so we created that person or that team in terms of what you've got, because I didn't have these people. I didn't have people like you, Richard. I tried to educate people from Martin and Co. I tried to educate the former person that owned 5 properties. I tried to educate people from other agencies in order to run the system that I wanted them to run to accommodate what my needs were as a property landlord. While I continued to work in industry, because I really wanted to be a high flyer. I had that choice. I was given that choice when I was given the choice to work for Bell Security PLC. You know, when I was about to float as a private company, I was going to float the next year, and I was going to be the high flyer on there, and I was going to be the person in the media all the time, and the person at the forefront, and everything like that. And I turned it down because I couldn't get anyone else to do what I was doing and to replicate what I was doing at the time, an agency that is. And I felt that if I go and do this, if I go and do that, then this is going to suffer. And if I had done that, I wouldn't be sitting on this beach today.
Yeah, so that was the right choice at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew what was going to set myself free. And status doesn't pay the bills.
No.
Try telling your kids when they're needing money for university, or they're needing money to do something, or they're needing help in anything to buy their first house. Try telling your kids about your status and how that's going to pay their bills, because it isn't. So swallow your pride, and just get on with it, and build something worthwhile, which is going to last for your children and help them as well, and possibly build a legacy. If it's just, whatever you want in life, I think I could probably show you how to get it.
Yeah. I think it's important what you say about building something worthwhile and something that you could pass down, or something that's still going to be there even when maybe you're not here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's us. That's me, done. I am going to spend the rest of the time. I'm away to go scuba diving, I think.
You said that you're going to go diving later.
I think that's what I'm doing next. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing next. I'll have to check.
Yeah, I think we've got the message about time and having the right people there at the end, and I think that's really important elements for being successful in whatever you do. And thanks for giving us the guided tour, Jim, and also a wee cameo for Richard as well. That was quite good.
You're welcome. Imagine if I was supposed to come around and it was like, hello, when I'm walking past them. Wait.
If anybody watching does want to keep up with Jim's journey, I'm sure obviously you're on your social media channels, Jim, you're keeping people updated. So tune into there. You've got some good content on there that you're doing throughout your journey. So
you could actually call this blog. You could call this blog "Homes of the Rich and Famous."
Yeah, you could. I suppose.
I've been in it. Oh my God. I just feel so guilty about that. Walking into his own house.
At least you realised before you were sat on the sofa.
Aye, imagine if I'd gone upstairs. Flipping heck. It's like, no, look, upstairs. Oh, whoa, wait, whoa, I'm in the wrong place. That could have been dead embarrassed. Imagine if they were at their breakfast. That could have been dead embarrassed. It's like, excuse me, what are you doing? Like, oh, sorry.
Suppose that's live for you. At least we all know it's definitely we're all definitely live.
That's what I love about live. That's what I love about live. Brilliant. And that's it, guys. Bye bye for now from Nick.
Enjoy the rest of your time, and thanks everybody for watching. That's great. Thanks.